You know that one hero you want to play? I mean the one that you wanted to play badly, but because you whiff everything, whenever you play that hero, you end up swapping midway into the round. Probably to something like Scarlet, Squirrel Girl, or Moon Knight. And what are you gonna say? Your aim is bad because you have a jaw? Well, this was me, minus the Scarlet Witch part. You'll never catch me playing that hero. I wanted to play Psylocke badly, but when I played her, my gameplay could probably convince you that she was the worst hero in the game, probably worse than Scarlet. And being told repeatedly to swap over and over in countless games, when I was trying to learn the hero I wanted to play, I ended up swapping roles entirely and just became a support main. But I always had that itch, that urge to play the hero I wanted to learn badly. And so here's what happened. Yo, my name is Slam, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, all I ask is that you drop a like and a sub, and I stream almost every day on Twitch, so feel free to stop by over there and drop a follow. And don't forget, join the Discord. So we start in Season 0. I had not played any game that required intense aim in a long time before playing Marvel Rivals. I played a lot of Fortnite, but that was long ago. The only recent game I played was Street Fighter 6, and I played this for like a year straight. So I kind of basically had to relearn how to play mouse and keyboard when I started getting into Rivals. I immediately started playing Psylocke, and because I was always told to swap and onto support, I started playing a lot of Jeff. This is my first hero shooter, and I really wanted to get better at Psylocke. I finished Season 0 with an astounding accuracy of 28%. And look at this win rate. I was literally an agent. Moving on to Season 1. I really wanted to climb ranked, but I was spending almost all of my ranked time playing Cloak and Dagger. Yes, remember the part when I said I would never play Scarlet Witch? And always being in team comms and team chat, I had let other players convince me that I was not only bad at DPS, but I was a bad player. And it was partially true, but I didn't let it stop me from playing the game because I truly enjoy playing this game. But I started thinking and asking myself, what are my goals and how will I get there? I finished the season with 35 hours on Cloak and Dagger and only 35 minutes on Psylocke. And in those two games I played, my accuracy was 35%. So moving on to Season 1.5, fresh season. In this season, I actually started to set goals for myself, and it was 2 goals. Play more DPS, get better aim. Because in my mind, if I had good aim, I'd be a good DPS, partially. This is when I really wanted to challenge myself and start carrying games. I felt like I was boosted because I was playing a lot of Cloak and Dagger, and I strayed too far from my original goal of being a DPS main. I still wanted to play Psylocke. I started playing more Star-Lord because I felt like he was a really good hero at the time, and I liked his kit. And not to mention, I have an aimbot ult, so I can at least have some guaranteed tunnel hits at the end of the match, right? I also made it a habit to start doing this one thing before playing, and that one thing was aim training. I downloaded Aim Labs, and I started really trying to understand and learn the mechanics of aim and how to actually improve it. I remember watching Sinatra and seeing how good his aim was and wanting to have just a fraction of the accuracy that he had. I would see his accuracy numbers and try to reach them while having a similar aggressive playstyle. I started to understand hit scan, and I found it cool that I could work on my aim mechanics and see it translate in-game. Now, don't get me wrong, my games didn't look like I had aimbot or anything, but I would start feeling more confident in my aim, which probably helped me to become a more confident DPS. I finished this season with a 36% accuracy average on Star-Lord, but I still barely played Psylocke. Season 2. Here, I kind of became a flex player. I wanted to play DPS, but still felt like I was always forced to flex. I didn't want to be labeled as an insta-lock DPS, but I felt like some games I could have done better on DPS than flexing. I kind of developed this mentality of I could let that guy play DPS and throw my game, or I could play DPS and throw my game, but I started to flex. Maybe this was the ego talking, but I felt like aim training and really improving my game made me want to play more DPS. I think at this time too, I made an alt account where I could grind up playing only DPS and see if I could reach the same rank as my main, which at the time was GM. I really wanted to know the answer to an internal question I had, which was, am I boosted? Because I played Cloak and Dagger. I feel like in my games where I played DPS, I was carried by the team. I ended with 36% accuracy on Star-Lord and 35% accuracy on Psylocke. In Season 2.5, this is where I had a bit of a change. I felt really confident on Star-Lord and became pretty much like a Star-Lord one-trick. I kept aim training every day, focusing a bit more on tracking scenarios because Star-Lord is a more tracking-based hero. But yeah, not too much changed this season. I just focused on improvement and consistency playing one hero and maintain my aim training. Some days I would spend hours in the aim trainer. I wouldn't recommend you to do that. I would probably recommend more playing the game, but I really wanted to work on my aim a lot, so I spent hours in the aim trainer. I ended this season at 38% accuracy average on Star-Lord, which isn't too bad, but I also wanted to challenge myself, and I set the goal to finish the seasons at 40% accuracy or above for pretty much any hit scan, except Hela and I guess Phoenix at this point now, above 50% accuracy. I also ended on 5 matches with psylocke, averaging 36% accuracy. But I was still missing that thing. The thing that I wanted to do since the beginning, I didn't get to do it at all, and that was play psylocke. But in season 3, I finally did it. I put my foot down and I told myself I would become a psylocke main. I've always wanted to play psylocke since the beginning, I just never felt comfortable enough to play her, and I didn't have any confidence in my aim to help give me any reason to want to play the hero. I literally just started playing hit scan heroes because I was inspired by Tap, and I still played Star-Lord because I ended up really liking that hero. I ended the season with a 37% accuracy and the highest playtime on psylocke, and I don't remember if it was in season 3 or season 3.5, but I also changed my shooting style from hold to tap, which I felt like led to better accuracy, but that might be placebo. And now as season 3.5 comes to a close, I finally reached my goal of ending above 40% accuracy, and I feel like I earned it, and I played pretty much psylocke, like I became a psylocke main. Nice. I know accuracy can kind of be an inflated stat, and it's kind of like inaccurate because you can just shoot a tank and farm your accuracy stat, but I literally felt like I became a better psylocke player, finding the balance between peeling for the tanks versus targeting the backline. It only took me how many seasons to start playing the hero that I wanted to play. I also took the advice from a question I asked in Tap's stream. Should I just spam psylocke in my ranked games, or should I flex for the team if we only have like one tank or no supports? And this is what he said.
Try to spam side ranked if I want to get better, or flex for the team if we only have like, it depends on what you care about, bro. If you're just trying to like learn or practice, get better, then don't flex. Good point.
So I'll leave you with this. Play the hero you want to play and try your best to improve at them. Yes, I feel like aim training does help improve your aim, as long as your training is focused and goal oriented. But also, you have to practice aiming in game, in probably ranked or practicing your aim in the practice range before you play ranked. And don't be afraid to challenge yourself in game and set goals. I push myself to want to take more 1v1s and challenge the supports more often than not, because I knew at the end of the day it would help me improve my aim. If I whiffed all my shots or if I hit my shots, it would give me the experience, because shooting rocket is not easy, shooting cloak and dagger is not easy, shooting Luna is not easy, but the more you do it over time, it becomes easier. So with that, I wish you all good luck in your games. Hope you all climb, and I'll see you guys in the next video.